Well, hook 'em horns. Yeah, hook 'em horns. I grew up in Texas. Most people would say I didn't grow up in Texas, but I spent very formative years down there doing leather work. My mother disowned me after I graduated from college. I should have been a biologist, a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, one of the other five walks of life. But you know what? I chose to be an apprentice leather worker. It's a whole nother story to tell, but I learned leather work. It was a passion that I discovered back when I was in college, and it was a passion that lasted me for 30 or 40 years. I always thought I'd open a leather shop someday when I retired in a college town someplace, Wisconsin maybe, since I lived in Chicago. But, well, things changed. And here I am in Lewiston, New York, which is where I grew up, although couldn't wait to get out of here 50 years ago. And here I am now. And I opened a leather shop, and nobody came in. Now, I had a leather shop years ago down in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and that was very successful, except Stu Martell, one of the most creative people I ever knew, he let me use his shop, and his shop had been in business for years. So no wonder I had good business day after day, because it was an established business. When I opened a shop in Lewiston here a couple years ago, nobody came in. Why? It was brand new. Nobody knew about it. You have to advertise. It takes word of mouth. I mean, it doesn't just happen. So I decided to go from opening a leather shop to opening a brand of leather goods. And then from the brand of leather goods, maybe even open a brand of other product, not just leather goods. 40 years of being an inventor. I think I've learned something about products and product design, and I'm dedicated to make great products for people, and that is my goal. And leather is the material I like to work in. So what you'll see behind me is a few of my bags. It's the beginning of the bags. I mean, it takes a great amount of time and a great amount of energy to put together designs, get them constructed, put together the website, and begin to market. I've been working on it for a while now, but here I am, ready to tell you a little bit more about Lund Leather and what I'm trying to do for you. You see the color here, metallic blue. You'll see that same color, not metallic blue, but other colors in the bags. Most of the new bags now have a metallic red leather, as well as a secret message. And it's about the secret, the secret genius and ability that each of us have. Each of us have a light, a color, perhaps. Perhaps blue would be the proper color, or red, or green, or gold, or copper, or whatever the color is. But there's a light inside of us which many of us have discovered, and many of us have not discovered. There may be more than one of them, but we have these lights inside. And the color represents that light and creativity, that bit of genius inside each and every one of us. And that little bit of genius is in each one of these bags, and may represent, in part, the genius inside of you that is being recognized, or perhaps has not yet been made you've not been made aware of. But anyway, that's about the color genius. The color is about the genius that we all have. And anyway, that's the beginning of Lund Leather. And you're going to see a lot more of us soon.